Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Team Fortress TV. This is the Week 5 of Season 35 ETF2L Premiership Division. I am not alone. I'm getting spammed like crazy, and it is time to go. So I think we're going to be going live. So quickly, I'm with Wandum as my co-caster and Archrhythm as our production. And this is LEGGO versus Las fakecallers de l'extreme, or the Frenchies. How you doing, Martin? Sorry, I just got spammed by Olga.
Yeah, I mean, what more is there to say about this match? There's a world where this is close, and I hope it's not. Because from what I've seen so far, right, so we're just going to have to go down the rosters real quick, I think.
Yeah, really quick.
LEGGO, for those of you who haven't been around, this weird sort of amalgamation mixture between, like, some of the Aura Electro players and also some of the Egg players that kind of exists now because of a few players, mainly like Eames, stepping down and sort of effectively killing Aura. So then Kunu hatched a master plan to get Amarok cut and get himself into a different team instead, salvage like at least something, because it did kind of seem like with Eames leaving and also Classy leaving Ascent managed to poach none other than Credu. It kind of killed two teams at the same time, which is a really big brain play by Classy, you know? But, so we do have this really sort of strange sort of a lineup that I don't think... I mean, we've got, I guess we just look at the lineup. We've got Shock on Medic from our Electro instead of Jorge. And we've got Elikor on Demo. We've got Demul, Josh, still the Soldiers. And then we've got two new scouts. We've got Kunu and Yeehor instead of Credu and Tiger. And I mean, like, yeah, I don't really think there's a lot to say. I think, honestly, that's probably a downside, just considering the name values of the two players. But it's definitely interesting, you know? This is a fresh roster, so I'm not sure how good their synergy is going to be going up against these French players.
And let's just go through the French players quickly. We've got Alien and Karnax on Scouts, Raf and Dewo on Soldiers, Deli on Demo, and Olga on Med. But quickly, yeah, interesting to not have Tiger, because when Egg was playing, Tiger created so many plays for them. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go into this Reckoner game, which I love this map, by the way. It's going to be... Yeah, it's silly. It's great. As we see bombs going in, a bit of pressure on the Elikor, but Elikor cleans up Dewoy quite nicely. Josh onto Karnax. And now they're looking to set up some chase onto Olga, separating the team up. Deli is going to go down. And Scout one on to Josh. Raf in the back line does get shocked, so equals things out. And Olga just goes down to Yeehor, who is now in Toxic. Looking for that frag. Is going to go down, and that is the first mid going to LEGGO.
That was a really nice heads-up sort of flank coming out of Yeehor there towards the end of the mid. With Shock going down, I think that's one of the things we're going to have to highlight with this new LEGGO roster. Is I think, honestly, like, we were looking last season at Shock and seeing him, like, develop as a medic a lot, but he's still to this day, I think he's getting caught out in a lot of situations where he doesn't really need to get caught out, you know? Like, and we kind of saw this as well. This would have been a really good mid-fight for them if Shock had gone down there towards the end by, like, honestly, a fairly telegraphed bomb out of Raf. But you know, Yeehor manages to save everything, so now we're on last. Shock is at 30% advantage here.
Oh, Dewo out, clean up Demol. Looking for another one. Oh, not going to get Demol. He's going to get cleaned up by Yeehor. Sentry gun is down as well. Uber came out on the left-hand side. They're looking to pressure, push them out, get that control on the point. Elikor, nice pressure, cough on the point, and that's going to be the first round to a very strong LEGGO.
Yeah, that was really nice. Like, they played that point, they realized that there wasn't really any presence on it. Not really sure what the Frenchies were kind of thinking there towards the end. Losing your sniper like that, a little bit curious. I think Reckoner is one of the few maps where having a sniper on last is kind of justified. You have some really good sightlines, but ultimately it didn't end up mattering. That one soldier pick just wasn't enough to stop LEGGO from just claiming the point. It's how you win the round, GrumpyKoi. It's you stand on the last point.
Really?
The Frenchies didn't do very well.
No, they were just... It was good pressure from Elikor, and they've swapped sides right now on this mid-fight, both opting to go for the right push out. Dewo getting cleaned up by Demol. And now everyone's just kind of waiting for some sort of initiation. All players still up. So an opportunity for Demol to go in, cause a bit of ruckus. Deli goes far forward, Karnax going down. Oh, huge! Onto Raf, and now getting Olga down and Alien going down as well. That's really clean. That was really clean from LEGGO.
It was really clean, but again, Shock has gone down to Raph. I feel like this is the sort of the missing link, is that Raph actually managed to kill Shock. So now Shock is going to spawn at the same time as Olga is here. Actually, like, Alien's just going to recognize this. He's coming up with the sniper pretty much immediately. Going to try and get a pick here. So the Frenchies are looking to slow this down. This is one of the things that I think that the Frenchies are kind of good at. It feels like their main strength is being able to hold. It seems like to me that the Frenchies are kind of this team where they're really good at holding. They have like decent to solid players and a fundamental understanding of how you play. They're really good at holding, but they're not good at pushing. Generally the player quality that we are seeing on the side of LEGGO is a bit superior. But right now,
Shock. Look at Shock. He's got crits, and they're going to bring it in with the Helicore. It doesn't hit anything. Everyone just goes back into spawn. But he's done the work he needs to. He can deny it with one stick. Get out, Karnax. Are they going to push off this? There's only one pick. The sentry gun does go down. Helicore spinning his aim. Obviously not pleased with that. Now Deli pushing with his team forward. Huge amount of damage. Could be a cut-off if someone joins Deli right now. But he's all alone. He is going to... Oh, he's so low. He doesn't go down. But the force does come out from Demol. Good read from him there. Just, you know... You mentioned the hole, but exactly, they couldn't push out consistently. Deli wanted to come out, Wandum, but no one else did.
Yeah, that is kind of like, it's a bit of a symptom of Deli kind of wanting to go forwards. It's a bit of, it's a bit risky, especially in this situation. That was really good. That catch onto the medic by Demul there towards the end was like so important though. Really well played by him, setting up his team perfectly with his crits ad now, which is coming in. So the sentry gun by Karnax is just not even going to be able to set up. Josh is so far forward, does get taken down by Duo, but there's just so much pressure. The point is crits Krieg doesn't really find any kills, but it's so good at denying that space. Not letting the Frenchies get in at all. That's a second round for LEGGO. This is really dominant so far.
Just pushing fake callers into their spawn just means they cannot come out. They cannot contest that point, and it's nice and easy for LEGGO. And they are, you know, 2 rounds up. We're at the 25-minute mark, so, you know, 5 minutes for 2 rounds. It's looking pretty strong for them as they're going for another mid. They're looking for the standard layout right now. Yeehor looking to get some early damage onto Deli as we see a bomb. Raph going around and behind. So now, you know, Shock's got to be thinking right now about that sack going in as they're pushing forward. A little bit of a rotation, but they have lost a lot of players on the side of LEGGO, with Raph being the only one going down. But Yeehor just walks over and just meat shots Olga right in the chest.
That was really nice by Yeehor, kind of salvaging that mid, which honestly didn't go that well for LEGGO, not Aura, sorry. It's like Demul and Helicore both tried to go in, and they almost killed Olga. Like, Olga lived there, barely any HP. I think it was like 7 towards the end. Fortunately, just wasn't quite enough damage, and it ended up like Frenchies ending up being able to hold it. Losing your demo man and the soldier like that just makes it possible to stay in the mid. LEGGO rightfully realize it. They get the medic kill, however, they're just going to go right back in. Bakunu's already dead. Killed by Raph, who's now in behind, but I don't think he's going to be able to get anything else. As Josh is just walking forwards. That's so much damage, and Toxic catches out 3. Raph is the only one behind. He's sitting in enemy Toxic. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to find anything. He has been called. He's going to stand around. Maybe spawn camp Kunu?
I mean, they can try. They should maybe try and pull a player out. It's like, pull some players back, now start pushing in. That's probably the only option they've got, but they probably don't have the time to do it, so they're going to be watching that. But I just want to say about Maul's bomb into lower, below cargo, was incredible. He caught out Deli at a perfect moment where he just got his team, and it just forced the entire French team to not be able to contest the mid push. Even though they got the force, which is, you know, a pretty good situation. They have got advantage right now, but it is going to whittle out, and it's going to be equal right now, Wan.
Yeah, it is. The Frenchies opting to not really go for anything, which honestly is a little bit confusing, as they do have Raph behind. They could just send him in, but because Josh was chasing him at the moment that he was, the rest of his team wasn't really ready to follow anything up. The ideal situation there is that Raph just tries to go in, cause a distraction, and then the Frenchies can push in while Raph is doing that. But in the meantime, I think Raph has just gone his own little holiday. He has 2 places chasing him behind. Wait, Yeho's stuck in it. He's gonna ignore him. Hello? Oh no, this is a bit disastrous now. Yeehaw didn't quite misses the mark, you know, just a little bit. Because he's
Yeehaw's
gonna
found
walk
him.
around. He's finally
No.
spotted Raph. I think this should be
Oh!
the end of him. Does eat a single rocket, but I think that's about it now. Kuno is on the sniper, so he's going to be looking for some sort of angle, which honestly does not exist in Direct in a second. I really don't like this GrumpyKoi.
Oh, Koff probably doesn't care. He can pull things out of the bag. But yeah, like, the only really one is here, like, creating some space here in Toxic, but he's opting cargo. Now he's going to rotate, but already his team's pushed in, so maybe he can get some frags as he walks in. He's looking for Olga. Doesn't manage... Oh, he does manage to get the body shot on Olga, so that's perfect. Now they popped off. Ulapor Caber's coming out from Elicoin. No, he gets the frag onto Alien. Woohoo! Oh, I love it when demos bring that into a game. Oh, Elicor trying to... Oh my god!
Ooh, Raph. That is unlucky. That is such... Honestly, GrumpyKoi. If we were next to each other, I'd force you to look me in the eye. That was not a good push. That should never work at all. If you push and you're just like, oh yeah, it feels like such a strange caveat to have in. Frenchie's gifted LEGGO so much space when he just walked in from Toxic, pretty much uncontested. Didn't spam them or anything at all. It's so easy to force an Uber then. They just didn't. Same time,
so
Olga
late.
dropping that Uber as well to Kuno. It's not... That wasn't very good. So we're on the mid. Deli's so low already, yo.
Yeah, and Yeehaw's dealing with Dwyer in the back line. Elicor is super low on the side of Fake Callers, but Josh does manage to sneak in a frag onto Olga. And Shock's still alive with Koff. He just needs to, you know, they don't need to risk it.
Wait,
I think they're going back in. Yeah, they're going back in. I think Koff is feeling gift.
I think Koff doesn't care.
Oh,
He's just going to one-shot the demo. That's not one-shot. That's like a four-shot. One-shot with Alien Smiley. Thank you.
He gets a
Not
one-shot
look like a
eventually.
complete idiot. I can count. As they get the mid now. And a really big ad.
First try.
Easy. So now we're looking. That is a decisive victory for LEGGO at the end of the day. They might even catch out more players here. Whoa, was caught out a little bit far forward, trying to go into lower. I think, yeah, that's going to be that. Ooh, somehow living there. Nice little 7 HP. You know, shout out to the boys. Don't play the game anymore, but you know.
Didn't have to bring it up, did you?
Sorry, man.
End of an era, that is. Definitely an end of an era. Oh! I don't know why that was so entertaining.
Oh, no.
Body shot onto Yeehaw. Oh, God. Elicor's just being bounced around as they manage to get that sentry gun. Koff trying to deny this heavy coming in. He has dealt a lot onto Karnax. Oh, no, it wasn't Karnax. Oh, no, it was Karnax. My brain does work, I promise. Oh my god, what has happened with this repush from Raph? They're smashing players down. Are they going to push out? They're trying to do it. The soldiers just right there. Demol getting Deli. Is that going to slow down the push? It's Yeehaw in behind trying to get onto Olga. Doesn't manage to connect anything. They're just not giving... Oh! They're just not giving anything for free, LEGGO. Just every inch. Fake Callers have to fight for it. But LEGGO can just stroll in through chokes. It's such a polarizing match right now, Wan. Koff looks... Oh!
Yeah, it really is, but no! Finds that kill onto Olga again. This must be, honestly, this must be incredibly tilting for the French side right now. As you're saying, every single time they're trying to push out, something ends up going wrong repeatedly. LEGGO kind of catching them out in these small little areas. Not giving them a break. You know, Duo's actually sitting behind you in cargo, but I think he's just been spotted out immediately. Gonna get taken care of. No real damage has been done. So now they're at the ad again. That was looking pretty good. LEGGO did a really bad push. They didn't really get anything into last, and they managed to kill 3 players as well. Walk out into second, lose a single player, and then it just absolute disaster from that point forwards. Uber's popped out once again. Demo's in onto spawn, gets it stickied out. Now Sentry's dead. There's no one playing on the point once again. Soldier's finally coming out, and now maybe looks like never mind.
Oh my god.
Devastation.
It's just Elicor. It's the way Elicor is setting up his defenses when they're pushing out is just perfect. You know, spreading stickies, dealing so much damage. Like, as soon as a soldier comes into bomb from, you know, being pushed back, they're dealing with an Elicor sticky. They're getting shot into the air. And we're coming into this 5th, maybe final mid if things keep going as they are. And Elikor pushing the right-hand side with his team. They're looking to pressure onto Deli. Deli does go kind of low, but he's getting heals now. The more going in for the bomb onto Deli. Deli's completely separated. That is a clean-up. Now they've got to keep Shock alive. As Josh does waddle in, gets the frag onto Karnax. Raph going down as well. This is perfect for LEGGO. That is a good mid.
Yeah, it's really good. They finally managed to get Shock through a middle without him dying, but at the same time, it seems like they traded that for Olga's life as well, so they're actually just going to be up on last on the French side. Alien's up on the sniper. He's going to try to look for something once again. So the Uber's going to be built up. Now Olga has Uber.
The damage!
Wait, what?
Holy shit!
Wait, why are they
in? He just two-sticked in and pushed everyone back into spawn. I thought he was going to get a frag for sure.
What?
It's nice to see the aggressive Elikor back.
You say that's nice, but I don't understand why you would do that. That's
He's
such a
Elikor.
strange play.
He's Elikor.
If he ends up going down there, GrumpyKoi, that's like
I know.
complete, like, that's an excuse for the Frenchies to push if they're ever gonna find one, you know? So much ground to be covered by the demo here that just
But look,
goes
they're
into force them,
scared.
but it's just so confusing.
Look, they're scared. Look at the sticky setups from Deli. He's like conscious of it. He's got a sticky up on that pillar, trying to, you know, watch out for the play. He goes back in. He does go down, but they get Deli.
Yeah, so that's actually salvaged now because of the fact that they actually get Deli there. It means that there's a little bit of a brunt taking out the push, but Raph and Duo are actually going to be looking to go in for a force here. Raph trying to distract the scouts. He just sees that scout on high ground, decides it's not worth it, you know? Sometimes you just got to be happy with what you have, and maybe bombing scouts from low ground isn't a good idea, so they're just going to back up once again. Nothing really coming out of it at the end of the day.
Oh, all I can think about right now is the alley bomb.
I
reckon
am
alley
too.
bomb.
But I think
just...
you have to remember that Ali is a different man, you know? And that he pulled it out in a moment when nobody really knew it. I think everyone kind of understands what the alley bomb is now, and I'm not sure if it's actually going to do anything. So now we're in the fun Reckoner last, where both teams have a sniper. The Elikor randomly pipes the enemy sniper. Yeah, this is looking pretty good for LEGGO right now. Deli's actually taking a little bit low here.
They're just having so much fun. You can feel it. As Demol does go down. Deli, a great aggression from him. Picks up Josh. Oh, did he? Yeah, he got the pipe onto the scout as well.
That's
so
nice.
it's just nice damage. Deli's always got a really nice amount of damage every game he plays. He's really rocked it on Prem. You know, playing Prem demo especially in Europe, is a terrifying concept. You know, you've got some great people to play against. He's playing against one of the, you know, the legends of playing demo in Premiership. So sometimes you can feel like that pressure can get to a player. But Deli, he's been playing calm and collected, a little bit more aggressive than the rest of his team. But he's just seeing moments that the rest of his team really should see. As right now, back on this stalemate, got sniper v sniper, the classic kind of just slow game, and I just want to see another alley bomb. I don't even care. I just want to see it come out.
You say you want it to come out, but what's it gonna do right there?
Nothing. I just want something to happen.
It's so expected. He jumps into a sentry and nothing happens. He just sacrifices his own life. Now they're 3 dead and the Frenchies can push.
Yeah,
exactly
they're looking
what
to
they're
catch
gonna
up.
do. They're actually gonna get this force here. They have, honestly, now that they've lost Raph, maybe less of a good position. Finally actually managed to bully out Legos. The Uber comes in so much later for the French side. Find Demul as well. That's really nice. I think, honestly, I think this alley bomb has to go, man. It's so strange. They end up just giving up last there. Doesn't
Keep
get
it going,
anything.
keep
I'm
it
sorry
going.
to
It
be
makes
party
stuff
pooper.
happen. I think I'm not looking at it from the perspective of, is it a good play? Is it the right play? It's just fun. I don't think you quite understand. The first time he did Elikor's having a little bit of a conversation with the enemy soldier there.
Yeah.
Whipping out his cable, looking for an opportunity to say 1v1 me, but they're not going to do it. But no, I just like it. It's fun. It's silly. It's not the right play, but it's the fun play.
Yeah, he plays with his heart and not his brain. I prefer the magic. I don't remember the copy pasta. You can have your statistics and spreadsheets. I prefer the magic. Is that how it goes? I don't remember GrumpyKoi. I'm so scared.
I don't know.
Even
but...
Uber's actually. So Demol's actually just gonna bomb in, completely flubs his jump, and he dies.
He gets
no.
mulched.
It's a bit unlucky.
Oh,
But
soldier
looking
lower.
at this situation, this is completely fine for LEGGO. 12 minutes for 4 rounds for the Frenchies is kind of difficult. Alien, he's gone down as well. So Uber's actually coming out here to mid, gets traded off, but now I think Deli's just going to find himself completely stuck. Gets some nice kills, actually. Really good bomb from the wall. Doesn't quite get followed up. It's only Kunu going down, and Shock has managed to live here. I think we might just be in the situation we were in before. Never mind. Demul's just going to run in. So is Yeehaw, but he hasn't actually found anything. He's losing this 1v1 to Karnax. Raph is going to be there to support him. It's 2 alive now. Just a demo. Of course, going to have to reactivate his Chad genes in order for this to work, you know?
Yeah, he's going to have to hit some sweaty pipes if Raph jumps over the top, which he's going to do now. He doesn't get a connection. He looks to push him out. They're not going to be able to hold on to this mid. But Elikor wants to stay, deal a lot of damage. Karnax going low. But yeah, the Frenchies, they're going to be able to get this mid. But, oh, Demul bringing out the spy. Just slowly walking in.
Oh, he is? Wait, what? Oh, that's a bit unlucky.
Okay. Just immediately decloaks in front of a soldier.
Yes,
that's a great play. That's a GrumpyKoi play. 100%.
That's a really strange play. These 2 picks do allow the Frenchies to actually feel like they can move in onto second tier. I think this time is finally making them consider the fact that they might have to push in order to win the game. But never mind, it does seem like there's just a lot of spam out of LEGGO. There's a one single solo scout. He's getting absolutely juggled, does get Elikor in the end. Does it really matter though? Smiley and Raph, not Smaff, is going to go down. So is Karnax. As, it's actually, whoa, he's in onto Shock here. Shock is solo, gets taken down. That's really nice by him. Olga's still alive, it's just Deli. Deli lives, okay.
Demul went for the chase onto Olga, but the ulti medic came out and he slapped him straight in the chest with an arrow and denied that bomb.
Yeah, they're actually gonna looking to go back in here. They have to kind of be on the aggression here. Not that much time left, but Demul,
oh no,
he finds Olga, and now I think LEGGO should be looking forwards for a mid push here. Do take out all of the heals. There's actually a scout in onto Elikor. Never mind, just stickies them up. Nice little sticky on the wall as they get single pick. Josh barely lives. Deli's actually really low on second as well. He's just get chased down there by Kunu. No one else really to follow up.
They can win this.
Yeah,
they can drive the nail in 100%. They've got great Uber ad. They've got great pressure right now. This could be all she wrote for the French team. They're gonna have a hell of a last hold right now. 4 seconds on Deli coming back. They've got the pyro out and the engineer, but is it going to be enough? It looks like they're healing up. They're going on the right hand side right now. They're just slowly trying to edge their way in. I think they're going to try and spam out the sentry before going in. They're not going to try and waste their Uber onto it. And we have a pause.
Hell yeah.
Oh, do we?
I think... Wait.
Okay.
So, somebody's so tilted that they lost that they just decided to end. Which, you know, it's respectable.
Yeah.
I think we can safely assume that, LEGGO have won.
That's so disappointing.
That's a bit sad. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I think I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the game was over. Looking for some logs. Those are mid logs, not the right ones.
What? I didn't
I
see.
found them. They won 5-0, GrumpyKoi.
They won 5-0. Oh.
Yep. As, looking at these logs so far, it's actually numbers aren't as big as I thought they would. I'm surprised that Elikor's only... Right, okay, GrumpyKoi. Elikor's only going 15-5 this game.
Only going 15-5. Only.
Jesus,
Let me look at these numbers. Where are they? Here we go.
Oh my god, man.
Oh no, that's a Finnish team. Never mind. Where is it? Can you link it for me? This boomer is struggling. Thank you. Yeah, I actually just quickly want to talk about Josh just for a moment. Josh runs his team so well. Like they're always, every time they get a little bit of an advantage, they're always trying to push, trying to create opportunities, denying pushes in. Like he runs such a tight ship with this team. Like I watched when Tiger was with them, and just hearing the way he talks during games and stuff like that, and the way he commands them is so impressive. And it does really, really show. Like really show.
Yeah, I think Josh is one of those players that I think. Okay, so I set up this theory yesterday where I think that if you're able to push properly, you should beat the Frenchies 9 times out of 10, because I think that they're really good at holding, but they don't know how to push. If we looked at the officials they played last week, we saw exactly that. We saw like a sunshine game where nothing happened for 10 minutes. The round reset because nobody was able to properly push anything. I think what we're seeing here is that LEGGO are able to take advantages where they can get them in spaces where other teams won't be able to take these advantages, just due to the fact that they have better players than the Frenchies. I think the Frenchies are good. They have decent players, but I think the difference is that I think if we look at these two rosters, I think that LEGGO just has a higher ceiling in their players. It feels like to me, because this French roster has been around for a little bit now. I think you're gonna have to look at the fact, sort of start to think that most of these players have kind of hit their ceiling, in terms of how good they are. Compared to LEGGO, I just don't think they're good enough to be able to really compete with LEGGO and with Ascent and with Six, etc., the top teams at the table. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, they aren't really able to properly push and like get the advantages that you need to get. Um, it kind of feels like ultimately they're playing really like by the books, sort of traditional sixes, and they're not doing anything outside of that. When you have a really strong caller like Josh, who's able to sort of like Josh obviously has a really deep understanding of the game, and I think just because of that, he's able to completely pick them apart and sort of dissect the way that they're playing, because it is very standard, very by the books, the way that they do things.
100%. And I feel like there is still, even though they've been together for a while, there's still a lot of new blood on the side of the French callers. Like you got Deli and Duo, who are very, very new to Prem, and it is just like age before beauty in this analogy. Even though I will say Josh and Jamal are beautiful men, it's beside the point. But it is just that understanding, that raw ability to know exactly what to do and when to do it, that the fake callers just, they can't do it. They just can't keep up with that decision making.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do that. I think honestly, that's gonna bleed heavily over into the second map that we should be getting into at some point. We're
Have you
sort
got
of
the
trying
connect?
to scramble and get a new STV going here for the stream. And yeah, I mean, there is obviously, I think GrumpyKoi, because this is week 5. This is the first, I think the first product game that's like been properly casted. So there are some new rules for this, and the new rule is that if you get 2 points, get 2 rounds on get 2 rounds on product, you get a single point. It counts as like getting like to a golden cap, you know. So what we can see is, if as long as you get 2 points, you get a point at least coming out of this official, which does change it a little bit. It changes the importance of the rounds. We do see a lot of close product games that doesn't really do anything. Besides that,
I think that's fair, because you can't have a golden cap situation on this. It's either you win or you lose. Yeah, I respect that. That's respectable.
Yeah, I mean it depends heavily on a situation by situation basis. There's a lot of like there's some times where it's like 3 games, but it's still not that close. Other times where 3 games and it's so close. Depends a lot. I don't believe that this is gonna stay, because I think a lot of players are gonna be upset that they're losing points. But I think it's a good rule. I think it's a solid change. It sort of more accurately reflects the way that the game has been played. So we have found an STV now, just waiting for all the players to rejoin here. One thing I think we should probably talk about is, who do you think's actually going to snipe on the LEGGO side? because I think it's almost an inevitability, right? Can we agree with this, GrumpyKoi?
Yeah, 100%. I'm just like, sorry, the reason I was silent is I was thinking. No, I think it might be Demol actually, because
Yeah.
the double scout is so strong on product that you can't risk not having that. Like two soldiers is good, but two scouts is just so much more important. If you're gonna play that sniper, you need both your scouts to just deal with all the bombs that are coming your way, apply that pressure, and clean up the damage from your demo. Because your demos are gonna go ham this map. This is just like, you'll see very often 400, 500 DPM games on demos, and I feel like having the scouts to clean up that damage is going to be so important on this map.
Yeah, it's also just like in terms of positioning, the scout has such a much better sort of. There's so many sort of little nooks and crannies the scout can sort of juke and dodge around, especially on mid with the rock and stuff. He can jump back and forth, and for a soldier, it can be really frustrating to do like anything at all on the map. Soldier's just not that effective ultimately. So what we do see, as you're saying, is a lot of teams opt to run a guy on sniper depending on the team. They'll either have a soldier go sniper, like we did see, like for example with Low Panda, where they'd have Mr. Epic snipe and then they'd get Ubers to go scout and it'd be completely fine. Other times, if you're lucky, if you're Broder from a million years ago and you've got Jukebox on your team, you just have him run sniper and everything's fine. You've got Cookie on scout and you win.
I was just thinking, you mentioned Low Panda. It's like, yeah, um, you've got Mon playing a sniper. You've got Uber going scout, and then you've got Mookie playing whatever the hell he feels like.
Mookie building minigun behind, setting up teleporter, telefragging med. I'm so confused. There's a really funny clip where he gets shot up by Market Garden or some shit, and it strafes across the entire map, and it's really funny. I like it a lot.
I miss
it was
Mookie
good,
so
yeah.
much. I
But
miss
I think
watching
honestly,
Mookie
like
so
here's
much.
the thing, right? When you are on LEGGO, isn't there an argument to be made that Demul could be competent enough at Scout to where it's worth it to have Kunu on Sniper instead? Because I do think that Kunu is the better sniper out of Demul and Kunu. Obviously won the off-classer of the season last season, And he was like, I think if you were looking at a Kunu play last season with the rest of his team on Nerd Rage, they were the only map where they were good was on Viaduct, and they were really good on Viaduct.
I've just thought about it. We're predicting what Koff is going to do, right? So therefore, Koff is going to do the exact opposite of what we predict, because that's what he did last game. So based on that, I'm going to stay with my prediction, but of their setup. But 100%, we're going to be wrong. Like it's going to be Demol Scout and Koff on sniper.
Demul is sniping right now. I mean,
He's
I've always
just having fun.
I feel like there are some distinct tiers to sniper in sixes. I think honestly, right now, Kunu's like the clear standout best sniper in the league, right? Like compared to sort of Demul, Tomas and stuff, sort of like the lower tiers where they are really good snipers, but they don't do it as often. Demul, obviously, he's a long time sniper main, but I just don't think he doesn't seem to have the same sort of flair for the class as Kunu does.
Kunu's like, isn't he like 18, 19? So he's got that young boy reflex,
Oh yeah, Demul's an old man.
Yeah.
He has to see everything. He uses the CS sense.
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
Isn't it like when you turn 20, you're washed up and old? Isn't that how it works?
Yep.
That's how I see it. I'm 24 now, and that means that I'm old as hell, right?
Yes.
I don't act it, but I sure feel it. Actually, I was never good. What am I saying? You can't be washed up if you were never good. But let's just talk about how the Frenchies are going to play this. Like, do you think they're going to go for a play style of having a sniper? Do you think they're going to go Cookie?
I think they should go Cookie. I don't think that they have anyone good enough on sniper to really properly be able to counter a Demul sniper. But at the same time, I'm just not sure. I don't think, because Viaduct is a little bit more of a DM heavy map, I'm not sure if they'll be able to do like anything. Honestly. you know what we could see, GrumpyKoi? Last season, as far as I remember, they actually played with a different medic on product, which meant that
Yeah,
Olga was
I
playing a
mentioned that.
class that wasn't medic. So
Yeah.
maybe we're gonna have the time of our lives with a good little Olga pyro.
Oh yes, 100%. Off classer, best off classer ever.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty beautiful. See that man play the pyro, but you know, maybe one can dream.
It might be. It genuinely might be Alien playing medic because that is something that they do quite a bit.
Yeah, it is like I'm pretty sure the excuse last season was that Olga just did not like playing product, which is understandable. I think if anyone's ever touched medic, even as like on any map, it's you can sort of like take that perspective of what happens, how stressful it is to play medic in a normal situation, and then just times it by a million when you go into product because stuff is happening constantly on this map. It's kind of like a mid fight that just never ends. It's rough.
What is the holdup? Where is Alien?
I
I
don't
wanna
know.
I wanna
Maybe he's
watch
getting
video
mentally
games.
prepared. You know, like maybe also there is a different world, right, where Olga's putting on his makeup, really sort of getting into the role of getting ready to sort of support his team in a different way. You know?
What mentally?
Maybe aliens putting on makeup. I don't know.
Maybe Alien's like, oh, what was it? It was the Essential Show match where like Kirsty changed her like loadout and everything to a similar one to what Connor had, and Connor changed his profile, same as Kirsty. So maybe Connor's making a return to TF2 as Alien. That's my prediction.
I saw something on TFTV that said that Connor was gonna play medic for 6 at LAN. If they actually managed to get Jay to LAN, we should probably go check out. We might as well shout this out, right?
Yeah,
Copenhagen's
100%.
right around the corner. There are some players got some fundraisers up, looking
Frenchie's got
for
one.
your help to get to Copenhagen. But now, finally, GrumpyKoi, we are going live. I have to open a window. I have to mute. You get this first middle.
Okay, yeah, we are looking at a cookie cutter from both teams. So neither team picks up the sniper. They both go cookie cutter, and Day's a lot quicker than Ellicor. As we see things starting up now on product, we do see a little bit of a slow period until the soldiers do bomb in. Double bomb coming in from LEGGO. Demore gets cleaned up. Now Dewo coming in behind, getting up Ellicor. And right now, it's a complete collapse onto LEGGO. Dewo chasing up Shock. I don't think Shock is aware. Oh, he serves! Does he get away? No, he doesn't. Cough. Cleaning up Dewo, but Shock doesn't manage to get into spawn, and that's going to be a uber advantage and point to Olga. And Olga is playing medic. Alien is on the scout, so we're not going to see any crazy Olga plays today.
Yeah,
everything
the
we predicted.
scouts there on the French side were really good about shutting down those soldier bombs coming out of LEGGO, which now puts LEGGO on a little bit of a back foot. They are electing to go forward to medic included. Soldiers coming in for one more round, but that's Josh just getting shot out of the sky. Ellicor gets killed again. That's everyone dying, but you know, it's fine. We are on
What is this French team? What is this French team?
I don't know. I think they're pretty good.
They're playing so well right now. Like, they handled those bombs so well. They had their sack wave. They dealt with it perfectly. Olga didn't even like get a slick of damage onto him, it felt like. And now they're denying the push forward. It's going to be an equal Uber situation, as we're going to see if they can get any connections. There is some time being put on points, so they're going to be looking to get that sorted. Josh just spamming. Uber's actually going to come out from both sides a little bit earlier on Shock. And now it's going to be a post-Uber fight, and it's looking a little bit stronger right now for the French team. But Carnax does go down, and there is a trade. Deli going down to pipe from Ellicor. Looking better for LEGGO as they rush forward. Koff getting the frag onto Raph. And now he's chasing down that scout. It's going to push them out, and they are going to get the midpoint. And they have got a little bit of an Uber advantage, but not really enough to write home about.
Yes, you can see for the Frenchies, as soon as Deli goes down there's just not enough damage output to warrant staying in that mid. Get completely collapsed upon. There's Alien going down to a nice little trap as well. Frenchies are setting up for a bomb, but the thing about this map that you can, like, with a very high percentage, pretty much read what the enemy team's going to do. So the fundamental mechanic of this map is that once you have the point capped, the enemy team gets faster respawners than you do. So it does, like, make these sack waves really important. But you know what I see? I see a pyro, GrumpyKoi. It's not all good, but you know, it's pretty good. Soldier is in the sky. Duel's doing so much damage there. Just everyone stuffed in that tiny little choke point. He's getting such a big log right now.
They just
Really
couldn't
nice
get out
stuff.
with it.
Completely denies that.
The pyro play just didn't work at all. Are they going to try and go back out with the pyro play or try something different? No, they're going to go with the pyro play again. Josh already dealing damage. The soldier's completely denied, and Raph will go down as the spam does come out. The soldier bombs come in, immediately cleaned up by Koff. And again, LEGGO just looking so strong. Deli going in, getting suspended by Koff, going down. They managed to get the force onto Shock, so they have got that Uber advantage. Scout like just slinking his way over Death Pit, and right now Uber advantage for the French team. They're looking to go in. They're trying not to get forced. They do clean up Josh. They're looking to push forward now. And maybe through Death Pit. They're going pretty slowly about it. Karnax is kind of all alone as Alien has gone back as well. Bomb coming in. Deli creating some space as well. And we see that they just shunt LEGGO off the point.
Yeah, I mean, they get that one pick, and that seems to just be enough. LEGGO not really wanting to fight that. They did get forced. Frenchies still have an advantage. They're not even pushing on this. They can just sit back, relax, have a drink, you know, spam, get some good logs. They aren't really incentivized to push right now. They just keep holding this point forever and ever. LEGGO are the ones who have to make stuff happen right now. Duel's actually going a little bit forwards in connector here. Takes a little bit of trade. Finally, stuff is coming across the point. Uber's both up. Deli's actually super low. The Uber's popped out on both teams now. Does go out with Kunu taking a trade on the point. Nothing else seems to be really happening here. Gonna have to wait until this Uber fades, but there's no positioning. The Frenchies, they've been completely bullied out by LEGGO. Nothing to say on the points. They're just not there. Super hard to hold the point if you're just all the way back, and LEGGO completely capitalized off of that. Olga's actually pretty low as well. Blue's gonna try to chase him. Gets out though. Now we're back in even Ubers. Just gonna cap this. We're back in where we were before, but this time is LEGGO in the driver's seat. Not opting to go forwards at all. They can't really justify that, so they're just gonna sit around the point, get some soldiers on some high ground, spam out some enemies.
There's so much pace right now. Neither team really needs to pick up that sniper as Raph goes behind, taking a lot of damage through his jumps. He has been picked up now. Yeehor just spamming him away. Rocket doesn't connect as all Josh and Demol do go down. Karnax is the trade. 3 versus... Oh, Koff just straight in. WM wanting in. Look at these little sick little strafes. Just pushing them out with that pressure. Koff just really confident there. Just walked to them. Oh!
Oh, that is disaster.
You have to know that's
Frenchies.
trapped. You have to know that's trapped.
Yeah, I mean, that is not good. Especially with this little time left. There's only
the
4
Uber's
seconds.
coming
The Frenchies
out.
are on the point. The Uber's popped out both sides as well. Finally popped on the LEGGO side. Frenchies, they don't get on point in time. That sticky trap from Elikor shut down the soldier aggression and thus shut down the round.
That was big. It's looking alright. They're checking for any off classes, not deciding to go for it for LEGGO. They look like they were setting up for it, but I guess they're looking to go for the counter sniper pick. They're not really looking to go for it as
See if you can
default.
see a sniper on the other team. Doesn't actually see it at all, so they kind of know how to respond. You play the mid-fight a lot differently if you know there's a sniper on the enemy team. So you have to be way more aggressive. Right now, both teams are extremely passive. They're just spamming back and forth. Nobody really wanting to take the first move. Spam is coming across. Scout's actually taking. That's Elikor walking forwards. Gets really nice damage early on. Josh and Duel finally going to follow this up. The Frenchies, they don't lose any more players, but they do lose control of that point area. Wait, never mind. There's a fight being taken on that blue side. Raph has gone down. I think that's about it. LEGGO get control on the point, but they don't get really anything else that matters.
I feel like the Frenchies are already predicting maybe having to hold, but no, they're coming out now. Huge amount of damage, a lot of high ground. The Maul is going to go up. Karnax on 1 HP. Uber has gone off, and Shock is not used. Shock is in a perfect position, but Elekor gets cleaned up. Karnak's on the chase, trying to push them out. They are going to be able to get this, but this is not good for them because they're just going to get an Uber pushed right back into them unless they can get a force. You know, right now, it's not a bad idea to just sackwave in as soon as they start pushing out.
Yeah, you can see Duo actually doing exactly that. Duo's hiding behind, trying to go for something. He knows he has the time to do it because they got that point. Does unfortunately not end up getting anything at all. So now LEGGO, they're going to walk back in. You have a single click, so now the Frenchies are playing a little bit scared. They don't really want to engage with this Uber. No, if they take a fight right now, they're just going to lose, but Olga is at 90% already. Seems like the re-aggression is slowly about to come forward. That's actually a pop out of Shock. A little bit early. The counter Uber is popped out, and now Kunu going to have to run for his life there. Zuba's going to fade before the enemy is.
God. Elekor pipes are popping off, but he's not able to get a frag. But everyone's so low trying to deal with it that LEGGO are going to be able to hold it. Raf going with the bomb onto Yihor is going to clean him up. This is just chaos right now as Demol is on that high ground. Raf waiting for that arrow. I think he's going to contest that soldier. No, he's going to back out. Maybe get caught by the... Oh! The arrow. Shock saving his teammate. Now they're setting themselves up. And it looks like we're going to see some more pressure coming out of LEGGO. Demol going in for the some sort of play. Doesn't manage to connect anything. And he is going to go down. And it causes LEGGO to back out. They're going to be holding on their grass. Not really wanting to, you know, not getting a pick. So not contesting. Rotating onto their slope. And now pushing forward one as we see no sort of bombs or aggression coming out. Nice hold. Just spamming them out from the French side. And really, Demol has decided to go sniper. Ubers have been exchanged. There is a little bit more for LEGGO. It's only a tiny bit. There was some flashes. And now the post-Uber fight. Yihor is looking for that frag as well. And again, so much pressure. Pressure on to Olga. Olga is going to go down to Josh. They're looking for more. They're looking to get a shot onto him. It's only a body block. Trying to deny that from him. He's so low. How is he? What? He just stops. He's just like, you missed everything. You might as well take it.
Yeah, I mean, the sniper's not actually done that much, GrumpyKoi. Hasn't really managed to find anything. Got a couple of body shots. That's about it. But it's the very presence, that little tick in the back of your mind that you know at any moment if your medic decides to peek an angle or something, he's just going to get instantly headshot by Demol. Sitting on the cliff right now. He's going to go for Olga, gets that nice body shot. This is really bad for Frenchies now. They only have a minute. Oh my god, Deli! Shot out of the sky by Demol, hits that beautiful headshot. That is awful for the Frenchies. There's only 45 seconds left. Losing your demo on your medic like that gives them pretty much one opportunity for a push. They have one opportunity. They have to catch it, not let it slip. Demol's actually so far forward on the sniper. Try to find something. He actually backs out right now. But Telly want to go down.
God.
This sniper's doing absolute work for LEGGO. The Uber's actually getting forced by Whoa. That's really nice for them. Now 20 seconds.
That's
I think
hilarious.
LEGGO's just going to opt to stick for the forward hold. They know. They just have to delay this for a further 15 seconds. The Frenchies have to go right now. Don't have the Ubers, GrumpyKoi.
You really don't. They're gonna have to drive push into an Uber. This is not gonna be fun. Oh, they're just gonna get that Uber now. There's no contention. They are gonna go in. Daddy's gonna look for the chase. He's very slow on the uptake, and they do get down Elekor, but Deli does end up going back, not getting any frags. Yihor's trapped in connect. He's gonna get cleaned up. Demol now not getting any connections on his headshots. Deli actually was thinking of chasing there. That would have been a really bad move. But I love how you mentioned that Demol hadn't done much impact as sniper, and then he just absolutely pops off, and he's looking for it now.
Yeah,
onto Deli. Another headshot off. That's 2 in a row. He's looking for the third. Oh, tries to get onto Olga, but Olga is going to be fine. Uber has come out. They've got so much time onto the point. The pressure is coming out from Elekor. There has to be some sort of saving grace for the French team, and there isn't. And that brings it to 2-0 to LEGGO.
Yeah, they've managed to claim a point on this game already, so now they're going to get at least 4 points. So they did win the first map fairly dominantly. That was, yeah, I mean, Demol's now, I think he's probably feeling that sniper. That's a really good shot. So we are on the third mid this time. probably going to see LEGGO going to play this much slower than it was already. At the same time, we can see that the Frenchies trying to accelerate this game to a breakneck pace, not give the sniper any opportunity to hit the shots he wants to hit. So Josh and Elgar has actually gone down. Karnax in behind, gets shot down, but Demul wants to snipe this. He has to go for a little bit of an aggressive angle if he wants to get anything done. Doesn't quite hit a shot onto Deli. Deli's pretty weak, but I think this mid-fight's kind of over already. Not losing your demo on the side of the Frenchies gives him complete control on the point. That's the first mid going in, but it's just not over yet. The LEGGO are just going to want to regroup, and then we're going to want to go back in, but they are going to want to play this a little bit slower. Sniper wants to hit shots and he needs space to do so. It's up to the rest of the team to sort of figure that out.
Again, it is slowed down a bit. They're waiting for picks from Demul. They've used the Uber. Demul does get a headshot, but he's now been chased down by Ellie. But he's strafing all of those shots, wasting the Uber. Alien now trying to go on to Shock, but Shock manages to use his Uber. Now they're pressuring really hard. Koff does go down. Are we going to see another repush out of the French team? It's just back and forth right now as so many players from LEGGO do go down. And yeah, it's a good little repush from the French team.
Yeah, that was nice. They managed to get the kills they sort of had to get. Even though the positioning wasn't that good, they managed to, you know, just hit the shots you need to hit. Sometimes in TF2, that's kind of all you need. I can sit here and talk about having good and bad post-Uber like positions all I want, but at the end of the day, if the scouts are just going to two-shot somebody, if the soldier's just going to hit a couple rockets, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Nah, if you got that consistency of damage, it's just impossible. And speaking of damage, Elakor dealing a huge amount. Demul getting cleaned up in the backlines, but it's a trade apiece. Raph is super low behind. He's expecting a chase onto him, but no one does. And they're looking to go forward. He does eventually go down. Alien fighting with his team. Deli pushing forward. They've used that Uber. They're going on to Koff, cleaning him up. Elakor's on his own. This Uber scout's chasing him down. He is going to get cleaned up. And the French team looking a lot stronger on this round, holding the point really, really nicely.
Yeah, they seem to know exactly how they want to respond to this sniper. Demul's not quite, honestly, kind of worked out towards the end of the round, but I feel like this time Frenchies are much more aware of how they have to play around it. Not giving Demul any angles to play off of. It's just Deli trying to peek it. Demul hasn't hit that shot. It's actually dangerously low. I don't know what hit him there, but Deli tries to go in, but finally gets shot down. That's a soldier dead as well. Raph is in onto Demul. He's just going to crater, you know. Decides that taking his own life is better than giving his opponent the kill. It's just one Karnax!
Karnax just drops in on Shock. That's so big. That is so good for the French team. As Josh has a little 1v1 there. Nice rocket out of him. He's 11 HP, so he needs to try and stay alive. Hope someone can come and support him, which is Koff, and he's going to clean up Raph. And now they're going to have to try and pressure this take as the soldering connector. Demul does get pushed out. They are trying to pressure. They need to get that force, not let any sort of fight happen. There is 40 seconds left, and 2 minutes 30 for LEGGO, so they're not going to be able to cap this out unless they get some good frags or get that force. Dewoe having a 1v1. He does get Josh with the pickaxe. The Irishman does fall. Alien going down. Elakor putting a huge amount of pressure, trying to get that force once again. Now Dewoe getting behind, putting some pressure, cleaning up Demul, getting that scout onto him. But right now, this is the Frenchies' game. They're all over LEGGO. They've completely changed their pace, changed the way they control the game, and it's now their game right now. As I say, that Elakor walks beautifully across point, cleans up Karnax, and they cap out that point. And they've got Uber advantage. So they're going to be able to hold on to this for a little while, unless we can see some sort of force once again out of the French team. As they're going in, they do get the force. Perfect for the Frenchies.
That was a really nice rocket. I'm not sure if that was caught on stream, but Raph got absolutely splattered on by Josh. At the end of the day, the force did come out, however, so maybe the air shot, maybe the frag video isn't all that TF2 is about, sadly. But, you know, Beta's gonna have fun. As,
I was gonna say, don't tell Beta that.
Yeah, Beta's having fun. He's enjoying this. The Frenchies, they are pushing out this time onto the concrete. Dewoe's actually taking this 1v1 to Josh. surprisingly wins it there. It felt like kind of Josh had the upper hand. Never mind, Uber's just come out onto Demul here. Demul's actually juking and jiving across. Gets a kill onto Karnax as well. Not what you want to see, but now everyone else is falling. Raph with that kill onto Elikor. Shock is in the sky, gets blasted down by Alien. Point
So
captured,
good.
that's a 1 round for the Frenchies. Looking much stronger this time around.
If they play the next round like this, we have got a match on one. Because that was really, really good from the Frenchies. Just controlling the pace, keeping everything so intense that you could see LEGGO just couldn't get a foothold. And they need to play that again, as Deli is a lot quicker. He is a little bit lower though, looking for that spam right now. As we're seeing things set up, they're feeling each other out, looking for those opportunities. And both teams playing it cautious. They don't want to overextend the player, as they have started to pressure across point. Elikor looking to now rebuke that and clean up Deli. And that's going to create a little bit of a counterweight balance for LEGGO. And they're going to be able to push forward. The Maul now going on the side, trying to clean up that scout. Does get Karnak. So again, more frags going on their side. But with Olga staying alive, Ubers are equal. But we're seeing maybe a forward hold. Yeah, forward hold out of LEGGO right now.
Forward hold indeed. This is super strong at the end of the day. If you do lose a soldier there, this Uber is going to come out to Demul now. Unfortunately, he just gets juggled. Deli does go down. This time it's cool. Just going to play, you know, a little bit of TR aim. Shoot some targets, you know. People caught out there, but the Uber was forced, actually. This is really good. Duo and Deli are actually up, like, now. They can repush this really well. Just to move forwards. Taking that, that's a really big kill onto Raph. Takes out a lot. That's so much damage. Really nice rockets out to move. Forces that Uber. There's almost nothing left already. Olga's forced to flash a ton of his players. That just means... Oh, however, Elikor is going to get caught out there. Still on crits. Did quite... On Cliff didn't quite get the memo of the rest of his team.
No one knows. Gets straight onto Olga. Olga's super low. He's juking and jiving, but he's not going to be able to do it. Yehor is going to get cleaned up. But right now, it's looking a little bit stronger for LEGGO if they can keep those heals. But it's going to be, yeah, a back out from the Frenchies. Huge amount of damage onto them. Nearly loses Alien again as they run out. And they're looking, again, to go back in. LEGGO in full control of the pace of this match. You know, it's just a complete polar opposite of the last one. Demul gets that frag. Josh is the counter pick, though. And again, both teams losing a player, but pressure coming out from Demul. Deli is completely separated. He's going to get cleaned up. Pressure coming in from that Uber. They're going to clean up Karnax as well. They're going the full hog. They're going to be chasing onto Olga. He does manage to strafe. Oh, wait, Duo! Duo's behind! He's hiding in connector. He gets onto Shock and gives his team the Uber advantage.
That was
big.
Really, really nice out of Duo. Getting that pick. That is so important. Olga now 90% Uber. There's nothing. The medic just spawned on the other side. This is the Frenchies' ticket back into this game. Finally get some momentum back. LEGGO have been playing so well without the sniper. Much better pacing. Just able to take a lot better fights. Finally does seem to be letting up a little bit. The Frenchies are actually playing this extremely cautiously. Sitting so far back. They're so scared. The enemies, LEGGO is just going to take advantage of this. They're edging the point, begging the Frenchies to walk across it. Please, please fight us now. Demul, he's so far and gets the hit onto Deli. Olga's forced that as well. That is Elikor. It's going to go down, but I think that might be it. That is pretty much exactly what you want out of LEGGO. Demul even gets a kill onto Raph.
Popping
Still
off.
alive onto Cliff. That is really big
That
stuff
bomb
out of
was
him.
so big. Nice sink straight onto Deli. Completely changed the pace of the situation. And Olga just had to use. Like, there was nothing else he could do. That was so good. Huge amount of damage onto Karnax. Now we just got to chase straight onto Shock. Alien is going to get cleaned up. Cough on a 9-kill streak. Looking very confident. The pad is out from Deli. Trying to get onto Elikor, but he was uber charged.
Easy, says Elikor in chat after picking up that one. It's 30 seconds left. The Frenchies, they're going to have to go right now. They do have an Uber. Soon, TM, it's about 70%, but Shock is only 30. It's the forward hold set up, and now Alien Smiley. I think this Pyro to break the forward hold is finally working. 2 kills Duo and Josh and Duo, sorry, going down. Duo actually dies as well. But the Uber, they managed to break the forward hold and not pop the Uber. which is, it's pretty much exactly what all you can hope for in this situation. They're going to have to edge this point here, try not to get forced. LEGGO just not really interested in fighting this. They know they can just get up their players, they can take their time. It's 2 minutes, whereas the LEGGO, they have to hold the point for 4 seconds only. Frenchies, they have to pretty much play perfectly at this point.
Yeah, they have to start getting picks right now. They're gone for the play on the connector. The maul does get cleaned up by Dewoe, but Dewoe is now being chased by that scout, but he's out of position. But Yeehaw wins the 1v1. Now on to Dewoe. Yeehaw winning it out. The scouts from LEGGO just popping off. Yeehaw is behind. They're going to use in. They're going to try and cause something to happen. Rafi's going to get flashed. But so is Elikor. Raf going for the second one. Not going to connect it. It's going to get cleaned up.
I saw that. I was like, oh, please,
it looked
please,
good.
And it didn't happen. Gio's actually going to go down. There's so much cap time. Elikor's dead now. The scouts on the French side, they're cleaning up. Punu has to back this out. It's now just a minute left for the Frenchies.
They can do this if they play this right.
There's a demo dead on the red side. I think they're looking a lot better now.
They need to just put a huge amount of pressure. Not lose players, but just get the spam, get the pressure. Not let them inch their way onto point, because that's exactly what they're going to do. They've reset the timer. Now they're starting to pressure it with that scout. And every time they touch it, they stop it from dropping down. And that's exactly not what they want to keep this in control for themselves. 30 seconds left. They can hold this off if they play this right. And they are spamming a huge amount of damage. Deli is going to go down though. The maul comes in from behind to clean up the woe. Ubers have been exchanged. Do maul does go down. Cough so low. And I think we have a pause.
No, they're just trolling it. Oh my god, man.
Oh,
this is upsetting.
3, 2, 1.
Come on.
Both times? Guys.
Who
is this angry server, man?
Oh my god. There should be a rule against that. ETF2L, put a mark on these guys' profile. I don't know. I'm just being salty. I wanted my extra 6 seconds of TF2. So, we can assume they won.
We're getting told that apparently maybe there's not an angry Frenchman. But, maybe,
it just crashed.
Maybe it's just server me. Maybe it's Ari's fault. Who knows?
Who do we blame? Who do we put this on?
I think we yell at the server, man.
I'm English, so I need to blame someone, right? That's what we do. So
Yep.
yeah, it's server man's fault. But shall we have a look at the logs? I'm not surprised to see Dumal at the top of damage. Oh my god, how much work did he put in that game?
That is a really big log out of Demol. He even out damages his demo. I felt like Elikor was doing a ton, but apparently Demol just he's so close to getting 420 DPM, and he doesn't get 420 DPM. And honestly, I must say, Demol's in the chat right now. Gotta step it up, man. You're so
100%.
close, but so far.
But also, got to talk about the Koff game, 24-5. You know, he read some situations perfectly where he just ran forward exactly when he needed to, chase them down, and just got the frags for his team. And it was just, you know, there was a moment of brilliance from the Frenchies. That round they played, that was, you know, beautiful. They played really, really well, really good TF2. But they just couldn't, you know, do a repeat performance of that. And it just shows, LEGGO were just consistent the whole way through. Even when they were struggling, they were still trying their best to come back into it. And yeah, it was just there was that one round where the Frenchies did an amazing work. But no, it's 3 points to LEGGO, 6 in total. Really, really good from them all in all.
Yeah, I mean, really well played by them. There's definite mark of improvement, I think. Just looking at their game last week, I think they've definitely stepped up a little bit, sort of taking shape as a team a lot more. They're playing really good. Now, a lot more together compared to what they were last season, where the synergy wasn't quite there. But GrumpyKoi, I think there are some players on the Interview Me channel. I think we should probably drag them in, maybe have a little listen. Hear their opinions.
Let me drag them in.
Yep.
and unmute. All right, so we are joined. I'll do it alphabetically. We are joined by Koff,
Hi.
Olga,
Hi.
and Yeehaw.
What's up?
How's it going, gentlemen? How are you feeling? Koff and Yeehaw coming out of that with 6 points.
Okay, I guess. Product was a bit more stressful than it should have been, but
All right.
got the 3 points.
It was fine. Got the points. Went home. Everyone's happy.
And Olga, commiserations, man. How are you feeling after that?
Depressed. Just shocking.
I was going to say, I don't think that's a possibility with you, man. You're always smiling and happy.
No, it's just like we were expecting to lose in a way, but on the other hand, we threw up a bit. I mean, like usually we play like better, but tonight we were playing like really poorly.
You had a round. The round on product was very strong from you guys. I think in the end, was it only like 2.5 minutes left for LEGGO? So it was really, really good from you guys in that sense. But you know, LEGGO just played better. I have to ask Koff and Yeehaw, how's it been, you know, adjusting to this new team? Because there's been so many roster changes. Obviously, LEGGO losing out their 2 scouts and you guys kind of picking up that reins. How's it been adjusting to, you know, playing with Josh and the boys?
It's fairly fun for me because obviously I played with Shock in the couple of weeks with Aura. So as far as the pocket scout role goes, nothing changes too much for me. Just have a really strong main core in Josh, and he makes us all feel very homely and safe.
Yeehaw?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. Just playing around my team because Josh has nice calls, so makes it very easy to play around him. I haven't really played flank scout at like a top prem level, but I think I'm good so far.
No, it's a really, really good performance, especially from both yourselves on both maps. You played very consistently, and you just, you know, there were some points, Koff, where you must have just thought like, I'm just going in. Like you just saw the opportunity to clean up players, and you chased them so many times, and you got so many frags from it on product.
Oh, I also fed a couple times.
Doesn't
we'll
matter,
forget
does
about that. Doesn't matter.
I mean, I think I fed twice on that round that the Frenchies won, and that's part of the reason we lost it. So
Speaking of the Frenchies, like what felt wrong on the first map? Like Reckoner, you just weren't able to get your foot in at any point, Olga.
Yeah, because we suck. Basically, like on Reckoner, we had like many issues this week, especially. Like I think we got only 5 out during scrims in this map, so I think that could tell a bit about our playstyle in this map.
Yeah, it did feel like there was no point where LEGGO were really letting you guys do anything. Every time you tried to, you know, push out or contest them, they were just all over you. And there were some moments. Did Elikor discuss the alley bombs with you guys, or was he just going for them for the sake of it?
Alicor's been alley bombing since alley.
Fair. So it was more just of an expected thing.
Yeah, it's something every demo does. So it's kind of weird if a demo doesn't do it.
I guess so.
Ale invented it. Elikor perfected it.
Facts.
There was one point where he nearly got a 3k out of it. Like he dealt so much damage. They were all like 20 HP in their spawn. Like one other pip or a sticky would have cleaned them all up. Wandum, you got any questions about the matches?
Yeah, I mean, we might as well. Since we are here, we just saw a product official. What's your thoughts on this new rule change with how the points are distributed?
Awful.
That's
Awful
really
in
bad.
Highlander, and they think, yeah, let's move it to 6s, where it's going to be even worse. Stupid rule. I said it at the time to like 3 admins, why are you doing this? And they were just like,
Yeah, Prodigy
Well-
is super streaky. Like you win a mid, set up a forward hold. That's like a minute and a half off the time, you know. And then the round becomes easier to win. But if you're the better team, you'll play better like over the time. But because it's like a golden cap, you just get punished for disproportionately
Well,
for playing slightly worse, I think.
I don't honestly think about that. I think like for me, I think it's a good rule because like when you look at 5 CP, when you have a close match, at least like the team that is losing like even if they're tied, like can get like some points, but on product you can't. Like there's always like a team winning or a team losing. Well, and a team losing. So I think giving points to teams that gives a good fight is a good idea.
I just don't understand why they do it when no HL player liked it for the 2 seasons they implemented it.
Well, HL is HL. 6 is 6.
HL is HL, and even if HL people can comprehend the fact it's not a good idea, then why would 6s people?
I don't know. It's like what's the point? You know, it's like essentially products is like a normal match, like non-golden cap, but they added like you don't even play like a final round, so you know it's a golden cap. You just get punished essentially for having a wrong score. I just think it doesn't really work. It's stupid.
I think this is a historic thing with 6s. Is KOF has always been like a bit of a weird one for us. Whenever we've had KOF maps, they've always been kind of in contention. You know, product has always been one of those maps that a lot of teams just don't like playing.
Yeah, just about that. Like, I think like ETF2L should either like add another KOF map or just remove product, because nowadays like we have this one KOTH, and like if people are bad on it, they're just gonna ban it in playoff. So you won't see it anyway if there's one team that wants to ban it. So it's pretty stupid. So yeah, ETF2L, listen to me. Just add one more KOTH or just remove product.
I feel like KOF has a completely different playstyle. And a lot of teams do struggle with adjusting to it. Not many teams, but some teams do. Like, you look at Seven as an example. They had a historic time of just outright banning it all the time. Like,
Still beat Ascent though every time.
Oh yeah, but like especially when we were talking about it during the cast, you know, like Low Panda, who played that map in such a weird and wonderful way that no one wanted to play against them because they played it so differently from everyone else. They really got the game mode, and I feel like no one else could really play it to that level. So for me, it's interesting if we can get another KOF map, but yeah.
My message to people who like aren't good at products or like don't enjoy products is the same message I have for people who don't like Granary or Badlands. Stop being a pussy and get good at it. Fucking Zoomers.
On that note, shall we go to shout outs, guys? Wandum, got anything else you'd like to ask?
Nah, I think we're good.
All right.
Good.
I'll start off with you, KOF. Have you got any shout outs?
Shout out team. Shout out you guys for the cast and all. And shout out Copenhagen Games, man.
Oh yes.
It's only 5 weeks away. 5 weeks.
I still haven't sorted out my travel.
Grumpy.
I am a mess. I'm a mess. I'm moving on the 11th. I'm moving into a new place, so that's kind of taken priority, you know? I have to adult. I hate it. Why can't I just live with my parents and play video games, you know? Anyway, Olga, got any shout-outs, my friends?
Yeah, obviously, shout out to you guys for casting. Shout out to my team, shout out to the other team, basically. And also shout out to the people that were watching my drag stream night.
Yeehaw?
Shout out to me for being a fucking beast. Shout out to ETF2L admins for putting in the stupid rule.
Wow.
And I don't think you should get points for losing golden caps. That's it.
Wandum?
Shout out to my team as well.
Oh.
Right, I think GrumpyKoi has decided that I get to shout out somebody. I'm going to shout out Archrhythm, as always, on the production. This time, a little bit more eventful of a production than it normally is. Definitely sort of feel the stress. Pulled through in the end. It's been fun.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. Come to Copenhagen.
Yeah. I got some shout out. Sorry, were you going to say something, Olga?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, shout out to Serve Me for like having a broken plugin.
Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. We thought we had this whole theory in our head that you guys were just crashing the server.
No.
Server's got a lot of issues right now.
Like I was getting blamed, but I wasn't the one crashing the server.
Yeah.
No.
Sub DM's broken as well.
I want to shout out Serve Me. I want to shout out everyone for watching the games, the teams that played. Shout out for Yeehaw fake nicking as me one time to make me look like I've got good logs. And yeah, shout out to Wandum, my co-caster, and Archrhythm on production. And we'll see you in the next match. I think there's another one going on TFTV too. It's like a high game.
I think
Turbo
it's on
Tabs?
Critcast.
Critscast, sorry. It might be over. Who knows? Go over there.
Turbo
Bye.
Tabs is there.
Turbo Tabs, go.